Hey guys, you do not want to go anywhere. Today, I've got my hands on the brand new Kanan Jarrus Legacy Lightsaber from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. It's here. How did I get this so fast? Is it heavy? How much did it cost? It comes with 2 surprising accessories, and did you know that this is a first for the Legacy Lightsaber series? I'm going to answer all those questions and more, so come hang out, guys. Hey, all you oh, got a hair. Thank you for clicking on my video. This is Finding the Force, and I am your host. Who else is going to host the show? And you guys call me Obi-Dad Kenobi. Hello there. Today we're going to be checking out a brand new special lightsaber that we've been waiting for a year and a half. The Kanan Jarrus, also known as the Caleb Doom. Boom! Newest addition to the Legacy Lightsaber collection. If you wondered how this matched up to all the other Legacy lightsabers, at the end of this video, I'm going to put a link to my grand lightsaber review of all 37 Legacy lightsabers. Whew, that was a lot of work. I'll put a link up above. What the heck? I always have a lot more viewers than I have subscribers, so click subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I don't think it's up there. I think it's down there. And a little like goes a long way. So if you hit the like button, I would appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Yep, I think I have mastered the nipple mic in all of its complicated technological glory. So before I jump into this video, I have to thank one guy. He's our personal smuggler. But you know, for all you Disney fans out there, you could think of him as a personal shopper who could get you anything from Galaxy's Edge or any of the Disney World theme parks over in Florida. His name is Kevin, and you can find him on Instagram as Batuu Smuggler 72. And this guy shipped this to me within days. He only charges a very small, reasonable commission, and oftentimes he can ship you items right from the park. So make sure to go hit him up for any questions if you want to grab one of these for yourself. Brand new Kanan Jarrus lightsabers. Thank you, Kevin, so much, bud, for shipping this to me like wicked fast. I couldn't believe it was like 2 days and it was on my doorstep. But yes, here I'm holding the newest addition to the Legacy lightsaber family, the Kanan Jarrus. And before we pop this case open, there is some Arabesh on the top of the case. Please comment down below if you know what this translates to. I didn't have time to translate it because I'm Obi-Dad Kenobi, and there's always a runny nose or a lesson to be learned in my household. But let's take a look at this beauty. Wapow! So it was a year and a half ago about where everyone voted, you guys voted, on this series of 6 lightsabers on which one you wanted to be next in line to be made a Legacy lightsaber. So lucky for Kanan, the competition wasn't that stiff. I mean, Depa Balaba? I gotta find out who that is. Quinlan Voss, Padawan Baris Offee, Sifo Diaz. I mean, not the most popular list of Jedi, but still some very cool lightsaber designs, I have to say, were on that list, and Kanan won out. So let's do it, guys. Let's take it out of the case. Whoa, and take a close look at this design. Bam, there we go. Kanan up close. Let's start with the pommel as always. We actually have a really strong pommel clip here for your belt and some writing, which is usual for all the retail lightsabers. Lucasfilm pommel here, which has the same kind of chunky notches, I'm just realizing, as Ezra Bridger, as his second lightsaber. Oh, that one didn't come off. Luckily, the trash can sticker was able to peel off, which you can't do with the Force FX Elite lightsabers. That's notable. Okay, with the Elite Sabers, you have a branded trash can on your saber, but with Disney, you can take it off, and just a little end cap unscrews. I hope that squeak didn't make your ears bleed. And this is how you get to the chassis, or the battery pack, whatever you want to call it. How does it sound? Is it clear? How loud is it? We're going to find out very shortly here when I can get this cap back on. I was very pleasantly surprised by the main grip being this rubber material. Definitely feels like a rubber, not a plastic, and it's actually really great for gripping onto your hands. And so is the back side, which has the same material in these long strips. Really interesting look to it, and definitely great again for gripping this saber. This is not going to slip out of your hands, and I also love the finish. It's not a chrome saber. You can see that it's, you know, I'm not even sure. Can you comment down below if you know what to call this finish? But I like it. It's, you know, it's a little chromy, but it's not. Polished nickel, I don't know, that comes to mind. I don't know if I'm right or not. And then this box, I'm gonna flip the saber around because boom, we got ourselves a Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi lightsaber box with the correct lighting, green going up and red to retract. Activation switch right here, this little bitty switch. Perfect, love it, right where it should be. I would have been happy if we could slide the clip up. Either way, I'm very happy that the switch is where a switch should be. Let's notice the pins here at the beginning of the neck, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. The Ezra Bridger only has them on this side, I believe. And instead of the dial like the Ezra Bridger has, we've got this little nubbin. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's nice, little greebly, gives it some character. And then we get to the interesting part. This is the only lightsaber I've held that has such a prominent guard to it up here. I mean, that is a very unique design, very traditional. I believe it's called a hand guard to keep swords from, you know, taking off your thumb or index finger. And what an awesome, unique emitter extended on the back. I guess you could call that a shroud. Very interesting emitter. No, I wouldn't think I would call this a thin neck, but still a very interesting design. And I understand why you guys picked this over the other designs. So one surprising feature about this lightsaber is they've really come a long way with their technology and the designs, because this bad boy only weighs 1.2 pounds. Can you believe it? Pretty hollow it must be in here, but it feels strong. Actually, and this whole upper emitter unscrews, I'll show you in a minute, but it's deeply threaded. But pretty surprised that this is a pretty tall saber. I also measured this very tall hilt at 14 inches long, because I know I get some of you questions from you guys in the comments. I wanted to let you know in the video. Very tall saber, which is why they gave you 2 belt clips in the lightsaber case, which I think has only happened before with the Kylo Ren. And comment down below if you can think of another one. That's the only one that comes to mind when it came with its own belt clip because of the unique design to it. It came with these 2 different designed of belt clips. One where you can hold the saber actually horizontal on your hip, very interesting, and one to hold it vertically. I'm wearing a belt and pants for a change, so I'm actually going to test this out for you guys here in a second. Quick shout out to Moby Fox for making these awesome Star Wars Apple Watch bands and faces. Super rad. But I want to give you guys a close-up look at how these are made. It looks like the backs are screwed on. Clip here, feel, you know, it's made of plastic, a little pliable. So maybe not going to withstand a lot of force, but feels pretty strong. Let's check it out. I just have to try this. I haven't had a horizontal saber on my hip before, so I'm going to try the horizontal one, and it pops right into place like so. Maybe one a little bit higher so it's kind of balanced, because the weight's a little bit more for the emitter on this saber with, you know, the shroud and the handguard and stuff. And I'll slide this right onto my belt here, like so. Here, can you guys see that? And it feels actually pretty secure. I'm kind of surprised. And if it got bumped, I thought I was going to tell you guys that this would come flying out. But actually, because the clip is, you know, so close together, that this feels pretty secure. Good job, Disney. So it's a good option, but if you're going to be in the parks with like little ones and you go, "Where's Johnny?" Whack. You know, poor little Johnny might get a metal lightsaber right in the eye socket. So something to think about. It's okay, they have nurses in the park. Little Johnny will get some Disneyland ice pack for his face. All right, and here we have it in the vertical stand, just like so here. I'm a little overprotective of my sabers, but this belt clip is already making kind of a mark on the rubber grip right here. So taking it in and out might, oh, look at that. It's already leaving marks on the rubber grip right there. So just something to take into consideration, guys. Be careful with that. There you go. You can see it right there. Well, be careful of that. So maybe we're going to keep the grip a little bit higher towards the emitter. Can you guys see this? You see that right there? Feels good. Feels secure. And it's only 1.2 pounds. So that's a win for any lightsaber, I'll tell you what. Can't do so much. You might get a couple jabs in your elbow or forearm with the metal shroud, but depending on where you put it on your belt clip, it works and it feels pretty secure If it's gonna fall out, it might come slipping out of the top section first. So keep that in mind. Let me know down below how you guys hang your Kanan. So I wasn't kidding when I said this is a first for the Legacy Lightsaber collection because we have to unscrew the emitter in order to insert the blade. There are other sabers with blade emitters, which are chunky, which we've all had a little giggle at from time to time. But again, this is the first time we have to remove the emitter to put the blade in and then slide the emitter down the blade to secure it into the hilt. All right, get our notches correctly here. Ka-chunk, little twist, bam. All right, then we're gonna take the emitter, slide it all the way down. And even though there's metal inside of here, it actually feels smooth and I don't see any scratches along your blade. I'm not sure if you guys are worried about that. Oh, little squeak there, and lines up perfectly. How about that? How about that, guys? Little angle here, not too much glare. Lines up perfect. You gotta love that. But how fast you can take the blade in and out of your sabers has always been a personal favorite detail of mine. So you're gonna wanna pick and choose the times you want a blade in this hilt if you're in the parks. So the time has come. Let's turn it on, check out the sounds. But first, set the mood lighting. Yeah, you know. Usually I pick a nice white color for the background, but in this instance I thought I'd pick a green to kind of offset the blue color of the blades. You know, I think this saber is quite a bit longer, mostly because of the shroud. So having such a big saber, if you wanted to travel with it, it may not be the best. In case you guys missed this video, this Yoda replica Neopixel lightsaber is the perfect travel saber. So if you missed that video, check out the link up above. It sounds amazing. And thanks to the font package on CC Sabers, I've got a ton of fonts with really cool blade styles. The entire thing fits in your pocket and it comes with a super unique, special, tiny blade that would fit into your backpack or your suitcase super easy. So let's check out the sounds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Do you guys hear that? It sounds like there's only 2 swing sounds that are getting triggered and they're kind of similar. All right, quick spin test. I'm gonna go with no, guys. I'm gonna say this isn't very good for spinning. I'm holding it here between the control box and this round greebly thing because up under the handguard is like, it's too much. It's too much. I'm gripping it here. I'd say it's too thick for most people to be able to spin with, so heads up for that. Let's check out the clash sounds. Clash is yellow, like all the Legacy Sabers do, and has some pretty cool traditional clash sounds. Overall, I'd say it's a good volume. Not super loud, not a quiet saber. Pretty average, but I think my favorite part about this saber has got to be that it's lightweight. That's always a huge plus, especially for the retail sabers, which are less expensive and you might actually want to use for your next cosplayer at the conventions. So overall, I think this is a really fun addition to the Legacy Lightsaber collection and maybe a must-have for all of you Rebels fans out there. So what the heck, if you haven't left 2 or 3 comments already, leave one more. Let me know what you guys think overall of the Kanan Jarrus Legacy Lightsaber. Which, by the way, in case I forgot, is going for like $169, so we're gonna call it $170 plus tax. So as always, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and enjoying with me another addition to the Star Wars Legacy Lightsaber collection over in Galaxy's Edge at Disney theme parks. You guys take care and be safe and make sure to have an awesome Star Wars day. See you next time, guys. Yeah!